Well, here I am in Vermont. This is called Risky Ranch Road. This is nothing compared to the stream bed that was supposed to be a county road. My wife got cold feet about driving back by herself after dropping me off, so we backed up over the worst of it and turned her around, and she's on her way, and now I've got a mile or a mile and a half walk to the trail where I'm going to be heading southbound to Mt Greylock in Massachusetts. It's supposed to be over 90 today. I would have liked to have been on the trail by 8. Looks like now it's going to be 9. I was hoping I could do the 12 or 13 miles by 3 o'clock or earlier, but we'll see. Oh boy, fork in the road. Wonder what that means. More later. Been a fairly nice trail. Been some ups and downs. Just hit my tree on a blowdown I was trying to get under. Thought I was recording, but I guess I'm a little rusty at what the little round red button and the round square button mean. In any case, I gave you a fantastic soliloquy, is that the word? About my plans and why I'm going southbound instead of northbound. Trying to take it easy for a couple days due to the heat. In fact, I just spent 5 days driving up here and got hardly any exercise. Do Mt Greylock today, I hope, and then maybe Dalton the next day, Dalton, Massachusetts. And then probably go down to Great Barrington where I left off in May and hike north. Hopefully it's 3 days of hiking and I'll be done with Mass and can jump back up here to where the RV's parked and head north. Should be able to Morning. How are you? Good. How are you doing? Fine. Thanks. Anyway, should be able to hike out of that location northbound 100 miles. Everything works out. Maybe we can get by with only relocating the RV once. Spaces aren't real easy to come by. Really had a hard time finding the one we've got for the 4th of July weekend. Had to sign on for a 30 amp, no sewer, and hope they had a cancellation and we got a better spot, and that happened. We got a back end with 50 amps in sewer, so we're good to go. I just crossed into Massachusetts a little while back, and I noticed all of a sudden things look real crappy compared to Vermont. Turns out there must have been a controlled burn in here. Everything at ground level, 1 or 2 feet off the ground, is blackened, and vegetation's not near as thick. Ferns are non-existent. Well, this is the first view I've had. And there's a nice breeze as well. Step out behind this tree trunk, and it's really warm. Time to get on down the road. Just came off a long downhill. Seems like it took an hour and a half. Somebody's yard. Nice flower garden. And I'm guessing that bad boy there in front of me is Mt Greylock, but I can't see a tower, so that may be just the first one. The next one's Mt Greylock. I've been pretty good. I haven't looked at gray hook or dead hooks all day, except one time, just a little while back, I stopped to get water and got sidetracked. And next thing I know, I didn't see any blazes, so I was about 200 yards off the trail. All right, looks like a bit of a road walk. Well, this is what you get after almost a 2-hour climb. I managed to run into 2 through hikers of some notoriety, Quicksand and Hawk. Hawk's on his 6th time. I'm not sure about Quicksand. I think it's at least his 3rd. Anyway, I think I still got 3 more miles to get up to Greylock. And it is hot and muggy. I'm just glad I spent time on the Stairmaster doing every other step. I don't seem to have that problem with tiredness in my legs. It's just a general tiredness from the heat. More later. All right, I got down that hill, but I just spent all the time climbing up. Spent almost 2 hours. I've got to go down and flat across the side of the mountain. I think I'm going to get to have 2 or 3 staggered ups to the top of Greylock. I don't know which I should wish for, more flat, which makes the remaining miles steeper, or longer, slower inclines. Doesn't matter what I wish for, I'm not going to get it. This is a little drier than Vermont. And the first few miles, Massachusetts. Can't believe how muddy the trails have been in all this heat. Must be all the humidity, nowhere in the air for the moisture in the ground to evaporate to. And children, that's your science lesson for today. Well, I made it up to top of Greylock, highest point in Massachusetts. Their informative picture here was taken long before all that development occurred down there. It's 13 miles and took me forever. Didn't even average 2 miles an hour in this heat and humidity. There's the War Memorial, built in 1933. So obviously it was for World War I and anything before that. And we have thunder over here to the west. My Uber ride is on the mountain and 15 mile an hour, on 15 mile an hour hairpin turns, according to her. So I'll walk to the parking lot, see if I can locate her. This is the end of day one.